Yo, what's good? It's your boy DJ Pryor, and I'm here at Street Fame Studio. Shout out to my man Mike, man, for putting this together, man, doing his thing on this. And now I'm also here with a very, very special guest, my man Reed, the founder and CEO of 100 Magazine. Yo, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man.
Yeah. Okay. So listen, man. Some of y'all may know, some of y'all may not know, but we got something big coming up. We're gonna talk about it here in a little bit. But first, we want to talk about just the grind of who you are, being a CEO, running a company daily, right? What made you start 100 Magazine, and what year did you start?
Man, to be totally honest, I want to say back about 2004.
Okay.
Man, I was a rapper first. You know, I ain't had no money like that.
Yeah.
I was trying to do it the right way.
Yeah.
So, you know, I shout out to Concrete Magazine in Nashville, man. I drove all the way to Nashville, man, to get a page in their issue. That's who was, you know what I'm saying, shaking shit at that time. And man, they told me a price I couldn't afford. And, you know, I had a come to Jesus moment. I said, man, I got to make something happen, man.
Yeah.
You know, so I immediately, you know, I'm from Seattle, man, but I grew up in Clarksville since 1991. You know, I got with a couple of my brothers, man, put it down, put some money together, man, and one day I was watching TV and an infomercial came on. Man, a college International Academy of Design.
Yeah.
And it said, "Do you want to do graphics? Do you want to start your own magazine?" I said, "Shit."
Right.
Man, I called them so quick, man.
Yeah.
I was in school probably 2 weeks after that, man. And 2004, I enrolled at International Academy of Design. Started my own magazine, man, for the area of Clarksville, man, and it just kind of took off from there.
Yeah. Now, that's crazy because we're talking about 2004, so you're looking at what? That's 20 years now. Yeah. You're 20 years. Does it feel like 20 years? Because I know, like, I started off stand-up. The next month will be 21 years for me to stand up, right? Longevity is a thing, right? You know
I agree.
What kept you going out all these years? You've had people that I'm sure like started off on dreams and didn't finish, right? What made you get to this point? Like, what made you keep going?
Man, pretty much from a young age, I always knew I wanted more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that every day going to work,
Yeah.
you know, living the average life, nothing against it.
Yeah.
That's just something that I knew I wanted more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, I had a cousin, you know, RP my cousin, Precious Reed, man. Man, he was into music at an early age, and it kind of like that was my big cousin. We was like a year apart.
Yeah.
And he kind of like schooled me on a lot to do when it came to music. You know, he didn't work with everybody from the SIBO, Be Legit. He was big in the West Coast. So, you know, over the years, you know, I done stopped a few times.
Yeah.
Got involved in the wrong stuff a few times.
Yeah.
Picked it up, dropped it off. And then, you know, once my mom passed, I kind of took it a little bit more serious.
Yeah.
You know, and she was one of my biggest fans. Even though she was a preacher, she never like made me feel bad about what I wanted to do in my life. So, you know, into the people, my goal was always to make sure my city, Clarksville, had a voice.
Yeah.
And then, you know, years later, I moved to Nashville, and that brand just spread.
Yeah.
You know, when you're doing certain stuff, you meet good people.
Yeah.
And then they support what you're doing.
Yeah.
And then they kind of like forced me.
Yeah.
To grow the magazine further than what it was when I first, you know, started off something small, man, and it just became bigger and bigger every year.
Yeah. So now, listen, I'm gonna say this. You didn't know I was gonna bring this up, but like, so you are a legend in your own right in this city, right? Like, you know, you've been here a minute. So I remember when I was younger, I was probably about 16, and I remember the first time I ever saw you, probably about 15, 16. I'm just starting up to stand up, and I remember I met you, and it was a couple of guys. It was you and a group of guys, and y'all was handing out CDs in the mall. All right, my man Ivory, rest in peace. It was all y'all.
RP Skills, man.
And they was all y'all was out there giving out, and I remembered you from then, right?
Yeah.
That's when you had, you know, the cornrows and all that. I remember
when he took it back.
Yeah, right. I remember that, bro. And so, like, to see you from there and how you've evolved into this businessman and created something and kept it going, that's super dope, man. So now we're gonna get into it, man. July.
And not to cut them off, that was the days, man. That's like them hustling days was how you got 100 magazine, man. We used to, you know, press up 1,000 CDs.
That was
our
before
goal,
streaming.
Man, 100.
Yeah, these kids would never know.
Yeah, I'm 43.
Yeah, see?
You know, so we from that era. We press up 1,000 CDs.
Yeah.
We leave somewhere on Thursday. We don't come back home until they gone, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to my guys, man. We was called JLB Promotions back then. Like we used to terrorize malls, man. Everybody know about us. Jelly Roll, Charlie P, Buck, everybody.
Yeah.
The Clarksville boys, man.
It was crazy, man. Now the kids would never know what it's like to have to sell CDs. You know what I mean? Like y'all ain't gonna never know nothing about that. My kids never know nothing about that. It was before streaming. I just had to put that out there. So now we gotta talk about it, man. The 100 Magazine Awards, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, this
First ever.
Yeah, this is the first ever. So now, July 21st of this year, we're doing an award show hosted by me and co-hosted by me and Black Diamond. So shouts out to her. Now, how is this award show working? Now, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Don't come in here getting mad because your people didn't get what they got. That's why you got to participate in this. All right, because I ain't playing. Ain't nobody gonna be running up on stage. None of that. We ain't gonna have none of that. Okay, because I'm gonna have security. All right, tell us how's the awards working? How's voting working and everything?
Currently, right now, man, we're still in the nomination stage.
Okay.
And it's open nominations to the point to where your fans is how you get on the ballot.
Yeah.
You know, we extended it another 30 days. We started it back in April. You know, man, we probably had a couple thousand nominations now.
Wow.
You know, and what happens is we build the nominations up, and then, you know, we have a computer system that actually tallies up the names,
Okay.
the categories, and then it brings us to the board.
Okay.
You know, and once we sit at the board, we can't tell you the rest.
Yeah. See, and
Get your people to nominate.
Get your people to nominate you.
100magazine.com.
I don't want nobody coming in here upset, because you know people get mad when they don't get what they want.
Yeah, and we don't pick.
Yeah, and they
Like
don't pick. So I want to put it out there. All right. So now what can we expect at this award show? Because I'm gonna tell y'all right now, you don't know what I'm gonna do. Because I don't know what I'm gonna do. So don't go ahead. What can we expect at the award show?
The Source Awards meets the Grammys.
Oh shit.
Meets the BET Awards.
Okay.
Meets any award show you ever seen, man. Like, we ain't cut no corners. You know, we already put it out there. It's in Bowling Green.
Okay.
You know, so Big V of Nappy Roots, that's one of our special guests, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So he will be one of the performers. He was one of the first people that I ever had on the cover of the magazine. So that's why I chose to put, you know, him as one of the main performers in Bowling Green over the year, and showed us a lot of love. So Kentucky, period, has shown Tennessee a lot of love.
Yeah.
We're like cousins.
Yeah.
So you're going to expect everything, man. It's not just rap. We got country. We got rock. We got neo soul. Man, just come ready.
Now it was a magazine, right? What made you want to make it an award show? That's the interesting question. What made you want to make it an award show?
It pretty much was my transition from the magazine to my age.
Got you.
You know, when I started the magazine, I was young, so I was in the clubs. You know, I'm pulling up to the trap houses. I'm pulling up everywhere to come get that interview or to come collect the money.
Yeah.
You know, with me getting older, you know, my interests start to change.
Yeah.
You know, certain music didn't speak for me no more, so I was trying to find a way to where I can include the new generation mixed with the old generation.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much my transition into being in the executive mode versus, you know, the normal hustle and bustle.
Yeah.
You know, I still get out there and we touch the people.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's just pretty much the transition, my personal life to my business life.
Love it. Hey, my boy Reed, man, tell everybody where they can find you. If they don't know, tell them where they can find you.
Man, y'all already know the business, man. 100magazine.com, and that's spelled out O-N-E. It ain't 100, it's 100magazine.com. Instagram. Well, matter of fact, just go to 100magazine.com. We own all that, man. You click on there, you get all our social media. Make sure you go to 100magazine.com, man. Vote. You can get your tickets on the website. Sunday, July 21st, man. Bowling Green, Kentucky at the Capitol. We got the funniest.
Oh, man. Come on,
comedian man. DJ Pryor, along with Black Diamond. We got red carpet hosts. We got MCs. Man, we got
it's
everything,
gonna be live, man. Y'all better be there, man. July 21st. Make sure you're there, man. Shouts out to Street Fame Studios once again. I'm your boy, DJ Pryor, my man, Reed. Shouts out to y'all. Peace.
And look, we can't forget, man, before we cut the tape, man, shout out to my big brothers, man. Everybody who know me know I don't move without Jeff O, the Hitmaker, man. On Instagram, Jeff O, the Hitmaker. He's one of the sponsors. He's been one of my #1 supporters. Big Shoonie, Key to Music, man. Studio 340, Key to Music. If you know 100 Magazine, man, you know how we move. It ain't them without me. It ain't me without them, man. 3 heads better than one, man. 100 Magazine Awards.
Ooh.